Hi everyone, welcome to your Module 4 overview video. Hopefully you can't hear the kid movie in the background. My son apparently may have the flu, so also evident of bags under my eyes from last night. But here I am, and here you are for Module 4 of Course 4. So a quick review of Module 3. Module 3 is when we started to look at programs, or these are several organized programs for gift education that have been around for years. These are models that some schools or school districts model their schools off of. Many of them have a lot of research support, have a lot of theoretical support, and you were introduced to some of those specific ones there. Thank you for those of you who submitted your philosophy statement, and even those of you who submitted it late, still within that week deadline, and for emailing me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for those of you who filled out your gosh, I will get this right. You think I would know it because it's the title. I mean, I teach the class. Your personal proficient project form. I've responded to each of your submissions, especially just in terms of your description. I added a comment just in the list of the items that you plan to submit, and you either got a statement looks good, which means like you're good to go, everything's kind of approved, go for it. If you didn't have anything, I made a comment for you to please fill that form out as quickly as possible. And then if I felt that you might have needed one or two more things for your submission for your project, I included those on those documents. And so this is actually my first time using the assigning a task to somebody, so you should have gotten an email notification. As soon as you look over my comment, go ahead and if you need to make adjustments to the list of items that you're going to be submitting, go ahead and make those adjustments, and then you can resolve the comment. That's fine, or leave the comment open, but maybe perhaps just reply and let me know that you saw it. Yeah, let me know that you saw it. Okay. Back to the presentation. So for Module 4, we're going to continue with programs for gift education, and these the readings that you'll have this week are just kind of more broad and basic as in terms of how gift education programs incorporate acceleration, cluster grouping, and counseling in order to support gifted students. So while the programs that you learned about last week were a little bit more specific, these are just much more broader concepts that some of those programs that you read about last week do incorporate. It's really likely, or at least I'm going to highly encourage, that your dream school or dream program project, the group project that you're submitting at the very end of this course, include an aspect of some of these, especially because they are just the kind of tried and true things that we know gifted students need. And oftentimes we can incorporate some of these aspects or some of these program components at little cost, or we usually already have resources within the school, so it makes it really manageable. Your assignments that are due, you have just your second article reflection. You'll find that document also on the website. It's roughly the same document that you've already submitted for your article reflection number 1. That was due last night, Monday. And so you're just going to find another article and do a second little review. And then your shadow experience is due. So all of your entries for your shadow experience should be submitted by Monday, May 13th at midnight. So that's your final observation and your final reflection. Continue to work on your personal proficient project as you need to. Perhaps some of these things that you are reading about are going to contribute to your personal project, and so feel free to kind of add those aspects to your project as you go along with this course. And then a reminder that the teacher survey reflection, so you submitted or you sent out two surveys to 2 different teachers last week, or at least that was part of your assignment. Those 2 surveys and your reflection of those responses is due in Module 5. So not May 13th, but going to be May 20th. The document there, the guidelines for your reflection, are on the website, but this is just a heads up. If you've already received your surveys back, you can go ahead and submit that reflection if you like. Just keep it in your folder, but just giving you a heads up, because if you have not yet distributed your surveys to 2 different teachers, you might want to, in order to give them time to complete it and time for you to review them. That's it. The other thing is just our reminder about our last in-resident sessions. And I have found that the more prepared group members are when they arrive on May 23rd, the earlier we get out. I'll have a short little presentation about some of the legal issues in gifted education, but all of the readings, remember all of the readings, especially your survival guide, all of that is really just in preparation for your group project. And so take your little notes or the things that stand out to you. You can review that Dream School program guidelines and come prepared with some notes or some ideas already that you can discuss as a group and decide how you want to design that Dream School or Dream program and how you're going to submit it all in that proposal. So the more resources you come ready with on May 23rd and the more ideas that you already have and your kind of rationale for those ideas, the quicker we're going to get through Thursday, hopefully get out a little bit early, and then we'll do our presentations on Friday. So I say that just to make sure that you are doing the readings, because it's going to be clear as to whether or not when you submit that dream project proposal that you've done the readings or not. So be sure that you're keeping up, especially with the survival guide. That's it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you online soon.